My question would be is how the JJ Redick is going to use his actions with the Lakers. Like, what we gonna get from Anthony Davis? What are we gonna get from the supporting cast? Like, that's what I want to see. But it looks like he got a plan. And we got to figure out how we can maximize D'Angelo Russell. Like, D'Angelo Russell, we can maximize him. Like, what do we make him to? Do we make him a volume scorer or do we make him an efficient passer?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and to me, that's gonna be. If JJ can pull that off, he might win Coach of the Year. Because if D'Angelo Russell can average about 15-9, 14-10,
he did that
makes that like.
Didn't he do that last year?
No, not
16-7. He was 16
he did that last year.
Yeah, you got to get to 15-10.
No, that's too many.
And assists is a lot.
Yeah, he has the ball too much.
He got it, but he got good players.
He didn't pass like that though. No,
but that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if JJ offense allows him to like thrive in that role. I'm gonna give you. I think he can go 15-10.
He runs. They ran his action yesterday. That's a lot. Yeah, and I'm not going that far because
it's not that far fetched though. He's a good passer. Really,
100. Well, he is, but I don't think his reads in terms of reading defenses is as good as you think it is. You could be a good passer, but still not be able to read defenses at an elite level. And I don't think he did. I think he shoots the basketball really well, and I think he gets downhill with the best of them. But his ability to read defenses and get the ball to the right guys consistently, no, he doesn't do that. They ran this action yesterday, and I watched a little bit of it. They ran this action yesterday where the ball started at the top and it got swung to the corner. When it getting swung to the corner, we had Dalton Connect on the left wing. I want to say Jay Hood-Shavino. He comes and sets a back screen. On Dalton Connect. In the process of him setting that back screen on Dalton Connect, he immediately comes and sets a ball screen on, I want to say, D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell gets downhill. It was real good action. Really good action. Now, if you get better players in that situation, I think you can get something out of it.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you too. But D'Lo averaged what? What did he average last year? 18 and 6. I don't know if we need him to score 18 no more.
I don't need him having 10 assists either.
I would like him to have 10 assists because now we can maximize.
Why would he have the ball that much, Jordan?
And on top of that, he's your primary distributor. If he's averaging 10 assists, what's James?
I would like him to be, but that's what I think is a lot with LeBron. Like, LeBron stops a lot of players by not playing his position, because it's like, if LeBron's playing point guard, what position is D'Angelo Russell playing?
Why? Well, no. Why would my second best guard be the one that has the ball in his hand mostly?
Who's the first best guard? You want to say LeBron is?
Reeves.
No, Swipe. I can't give you that one.
I'm not even a big Reeves guy, but he's clearly there.
I want D'Angelo Russell with the ball more than Reeves. But I'm saying LeBron don't play small forward enough. Like, he don't run the floor enough, which is easy. He don't post up enough, which is easy. I'm saying if we can get D'Lo to be the primary point guard and let LeBron play as good as a screener he can be and play off of screen to screen actions, I think you better like put. They've been running the inverted pick and roll. This is a copycat league. Of course they've been doing it. So do that same thing with LeBron. You blitz it. Now LeBron's the point guard.
They already do that. They do it with Reeves and they do it with LeBron. And LeBron and Reeves at the top of the key. They run that little split action, and then you either switch or it's a roll for LeBron, and it's to the rim, or it's a lob.
But I want LeBron in that. I want LeBron in that role majority of the time. Like, majority of the time.
I ain't no role player. What you think I am?
No, I'm not saying he's a role player. I'm saying he can thrive playing the wing position, but I want him in that role.
I'm the best playmaker on this team. I'm not giving the ball up.
And not only that, Swipe, but what is the small forward today, Jordan, in your estimation? Not even today. Let's just go back 10 years ago. What is the small forward in your estimation?
LeBron changed the position on that as far as what it is.
No, he didn't, because Scottie Pippen was doing the same thing that LeBron was doing. He was doing the same thing.
But the
Bird
game
was doing the same thing. Bird was doing the same thing that he was doing. So
the game is different to where they putting the ball in these guys' hands a lot more than Scottie Pippen. Like, they ran the offense back.
My name ain't Scottie Pippen. It's LeBron, Jordan.
I feel you, but listen to what I'm saying. Back in the day, they ran offenses. Your best player didn't hold the ball for 10 seconds looking for something.
So Michael Jordan didn't hold the ball?
Not really. Mike played off a lot of closeouts. He didn't. He played off a lot of closeouts. No,
bro, stop it. Michael Jordan was ball hogging until Phil Jackson got
No, he was not ball hogging.
Yes, he was.
Honestly, you're talking about young Michael. You're talking about young Michael. I'm talking about
you said he didn't do it.
Even in the triangle, Jordan was that way.
I'm talking about young. I'm talking about championship Michael. Like, I watched
even
a lot
in the
of
triangle,
games.
that was going on. Yes, it was.
He didn't play like that. It was swing
the ball. Move the ball. Yeah, that was going on.
Mike was willing to get off the ball early on in the shot clock. Now, when it came back to him, that's a different story. But willingly ready to get off the ball, move. Everybody played like that back end. Everybody played. I don't think
we're. But Jordan, hold on, just to get the argument straight, because I think the chat needs understanding. We are not saying LeBron doesn't need to get off the ball more. Yes, utilize your guards more. You said D'Lo needs to be 15 and 10. I'm saying I don't need him to have the ball that much to get 15 and 10. I think that's a detriment to their team for him to do that.
I don't, because I think you maximize what LeBron can do off the ball and the attention that he would draw off the ball. And if you don't give him the attention, good, because he's going to kill you if you not give him the attention.
Jordan, that's what I'm saying. Jordan, in your estimation, when have you seen James the most effective when he plays off the ball? When have you seen that?
I think probably with the Heat when he was out and running. I think that's the case. But he had guys. He had guys that can, create. Like Dwayne Wade was a creator too.
100%.
I'm not comparing D'Lo to Dwayne Wade at all, but I'm saying that D'Angelo Russell can make those plays, and it makes D'Angelo Russell look a lot worse. It makes D'Angelo Russell look a lot worse when all he doing is standing in the corner.
That's not true. Shoot. That's not what he does, though.
I think it is.
But I'm just going to tell you, Jordan. I watched this man play, and I watched him play, unfortunately, too many times. In particularly, like very closely for 16 games in the last 2 years, basically. Sure. And then before that, obviously, I've watched the Lakers. Outside of that, D'Lo has the ball often. D'Lo, I think Lakers blame him and scapegoat him too much, because D'Lo actually had a really good year last year. He just isn't an all-star.
Yeah, he did.
That's just not what he is.
Yes, he did. But
you saying that LeBron needs to concede to D'Lo more for D'Lo to be the primary playmaker, I'm saying I don't think that is their best bet to get their offense going in particular. And more,
you saying it's Reeves,
even though he does.
No, I didn't say do either. I didn't say do either. I'm telling you, their offense is already really good. Their defense is their issue. That's what continues to be their issue and will be their issue again this year. Their offense will cook with JJ, but they don't have the personnel to defend. But
look though, Swiper, and we just talking because I feel like D'Angelo Russell in the playoffs, like you wonder where this D'Angelo Russell goes from. And to a lot of people, we look at box scores or we look at the game and say, damn, he shot 2 for 11. But look at the quality of them shots. Like to y'all, it's like, oh, I'm wide open. But I didn't went down the court 4 times and I didn't touch the ball. Like 4 times I didn't touch the ball, and now I got to make this spot up shot. It's very difficult to do, and he's not a knockdown 3-point shooter.
That's not what's happening.
He is. That's not true.
Yes, he is.
D'Angelo Russell is not a knockdown like
he was last year.
He's their best 3-point shooter.
He was last year.
But I'm talking about a knockdown, catch and shoot corner boy. He's not that type of guy.
He did.
Okay, so
he's not that type of guy.
Who is that in today's game, though, Jordan? Who is that in today's game?
Duncan Robinson, Malik Beasley. I mean, you got who else?
Are we turning those guys into D'Angelo Russell, who, by the way, plays off the ball, and James creates a lot of open shots for him, which would explain the 18 a game that he averaged last year, which would explain the fact that he was.
But they weren't good. They weren't good to playing that way, Chill. They weren't good.
What do you mean they weren't good?
The Lakers weren't good. The Lakers weren't.
So you think
good.
they need to change? So you think they need to change their offense? And you
want
to put the ball in D'Angelo offense? So you want to put the ball in D'Angelo Russell's hands more. You want to take the ball out of James's hands, and you want to put the ball in D'Angelo Russell's hands. Because if I'm a 10 assist guy, I got the ball a lot. If I'm a 10 assist guy, I got the ball a lot more than I would be if I was a 4 or 5 assist guy. He's got the ball a lot, which means that we running the offense through him. I don't know if I don't know if I love D'Angelo Russell particularly as
that's not what I'm saying. But that's not.
That's obviously what you're saying, because we have these guys all in his hands.
1.2 possessions last year. It's a spot up shooter. He legitimately is a very good spot up shooter.
100% he is.
And he's a pull-up shooter.
But that's not. Yes, but what I'm saying is that's not his game. Like as far as what D'Angelo Russell thrives. When we saw him in Brooklyn, how did D'Angelo Russell play? With the ball a lot.
Well, no, hold on. But why? But Jordan, this is what I'm misunderstanding about your argument. D'Lo already has the ball in his hands quite often. The issue is, come playoff time, he is not able to translate his regular season success in the playoffs.
Why?
Let me explain why, Jordan. Because he's playing in particular versus bigger defenders, bigger matchup that are requiring for him to defend on the other end. And on top of that, it's difficult for role players to continue to keep up their shot variance in high leverage situations in the playoffs consistently. That's the issue, because he did it versus the Memphis Grizzlies in 2023, and he helped win them that series. He did it versus the Golden State Warriors, and he helped win them that series. But what happens is when he plays Denver, because really all we're talking about is Denver. When he plays Denver, he's playing versus bigger players that are extremely physical, and he has to guard every single possession on the other end. D'Lo had a 21-point performance in this last year's playoff, but other than that, he's not going to be able to be consistent because of what he is. That's his fault. It's his fault for why he can't do that.
You know what's so crazy is people only talk about what a player is when they get on LeBron team and they play significantly worse than they have been. All of a sudden, when I get on LeBron team, now I'm a significantly worse player than I was before I got on LeBron team. Now all of a sudden, well, that's what D'Lo is. That's what D'Lo is. When he was in Brooklyn and thriving, we wasn't saying.
That's not what
are you talking about?
That is.
Wait, hold on. Chill. Explain this. Why did the Minnesota Timberwolves dump him for Mike Conley then? Because the Timberwolves did that. It wasn't going to LeBron. He was a worse player with the Timberwolves, and they dumped him for Mike Conley. Why?
They dumped him for Mike Conley because they didn't want that type of plays. They didn't want his type of play style on the team. I'm saying with the Lakers. Because it's not Jordan, because they got a guard like Anthony Edwards. You got a guard like Anthony Edwards. That's why.
You need a guard like Anthony Edwards. They don't play the same either.
What type of?
It's not about them playing the same. It's about them. It's about them maximizing Anthony Edwards. What I'm saying is LeBron James is no longer the LeBron we seen in Cleveland or Miami. I'm saying LeBron James hurts point guards. He have a history of hurting point guards. Why? Because he plays point guard. So it's like, oh, LeBron, you're supposed to be the power forward, but now you're bringing the ball up the court. So what position can I play? Oh, I got to go sit in the corner and wait for you to get. That's not my game. Like, players play off of rhythm. They don't play off of, hey, stand there, get ready to catch and shoot. D'Angelo Russell has never been that type of guard, ever. That's not his style. So when you wonder why in the playoffs it don't work, it's because it magnifies in the playoffs.
First and foremost, yes, he has been that type of guard. And the reason why he has been that type of guard, when he was in Golden State, he didn't have the basketball in his hands when he was in Golden State. And he was really damn good in that offense where he didn't have the ball and there was a lot of action off the basketball. On top of that, when he's playing with LeBron,
just to clear, by the way, just to back up your point, do you know that his most efficient three-point shooting season have both been in LA?
He was in Golden State.
Two of his three most efficient seasons period have been in LA.
Oh, and with the Lakers, okay.
So LeBron's obviously not making it worse. He's actually making life easier for him. Go ahead, chill. Finish your point.
The Lakers were not good last year. The Lakers were not good last year.
Defense, Jordan. The defense was good.
Go ahead, chill. James, him playing off the basketball, James creates a lot more open shots for him. Now, when he was playing in Minnesota, they needed more of a distributor. That's what they needed more of. That's why Mike Conley was playing. That's why Mike Conley worked over D'Angelo Russell. Mike Conley is not that much more of a distributor than D'Angelo Russell. What are y'all talking about? He's definitely more of a He's definitely more of a heady point guard. He's definitely more in control of the offense. He gets those guys.
You're looking at the eye test, bro.
I'm not looking at the eye test.
You're looking at the eye test.
I'm looking at. I'm not just.
Wait, for sure. What's wrong? But if you watch the game, I hear Swiper. If you watch the game, Jordan, like you talking about, you can see that. I don't need to go to damn what the numbers say. See, this is what I'm talking about yesterday. Thank you for saying that, Jordan. This is exactly my point. You talking about the eye test to tell you that. That's what you need to find out who's being more of a distributor, who's more in control of the offense, as Chill was saying. If you got to go to the numbers, if the numbers are telling you that D'Lo is more of a distributor than Mike Conley,
that's not what I'm saying.
That's why you're not looking at the numbers, because it's not.
No, but that's not what I'm saying.
It's not even close. Even when
close.
Mike Conley's, no, it's not, because even when Mike Conley isn't getting the assist, he still got more hands than what's going on the offense. He's still directing traffic. He's still.
D'Lo directs traffic. D'Lo directs traffic. Yes, he does.
Like Mike Conley. On the same tier as Mike Conley.
Yes.
In the same atmosphere as Mike Conley.
Even as a
D'Lo barely got control of what he's doing on the basketball court.
No, that's not true. The problem with him and Mike Conley is the problem with him and Mike Conley is D'Lo shoots the ball more than Mike Conley because he's a better scorer. Mike Conley isn't that great of a scorer. He can get his shot in spots. D'Lo, you have to live with some of the things that D'Lo does. That's D'Angelo Russell. That's what makes him good. But when you magnify him with the Lakers and you say, LeBron, you handle the ball, I'm only going to use D'Lo on a catch and shoot, and everybody's going to say, oh, that's all D'Lo is. D'Angelo Russell is talented, bro. It's just
that's
the fact
all he does, though, Jordan. That's the problem.
Pretty much.
Are you telling me that all he did last season was catch and shoot? He averaged 18 a game?
You're getting caught up on me saying that's all he does. That's what you're getting caught up on me saying.
You want the ball. This is your stance.
I think you get caught up on something you said. That's crazy.
Right. Hold on, Jordan. Your stance is the Lakers would be better if the ball was in D'Angelo Russell's hands more. That's your stance. James, if he played more small forward, like if James played more small forward, which this is what small forwards have been doing over the last 15 years. In fact, that's what teams have been building their unit around, the 6'8", 6'9" guy with the ball in his hands on a wing. That's what they've been building their unit around. You're telling me that D'Angelo Russell, he would be better for the Lakers if he had the ball in his hands more, which is just not true because he's not the playmaker that LeBron James is. He's not the downhill guy that LeBron James is. He's not any of those things. But James sets him up so he can still play his game, where he can still catch and shoot, where he can still be a drive and score guy. He can still do all of those things that he does, even if he doesn't have the basketball and somebody else is setting him up. He can still do that.
I just don't understand where this came from. We were talking about Dalton Knecht and then Austin Reeves or whatever.
Yeah, but because like I think the point of y'all saying like, oh, that's all he do. That's not what I'm saying. All he do. I'm saying the quality of what D'Angelo Russell does shows in the playoffs. And you know what he does is you're expecting him to be this, swing D'Angelo Russell the ball, get to work, shoot. And then when he brick, people is like, why is he playing like that? Oh, D'Angelo Russell playing like
Jordan.
trash.
He starts a lot of possessions for them, Jordan. That doesn't make any sense to me. He's the one bringing the ball for initiating the offense.
It's not you.
So what? No, Jordan. So you don't want him playing off ball because he can't perform in that role. And now when he is starting possession and starting the offense, it's an issue.
Swiper cannot talk because I didn't even finish what I was saying. Number one, you said that LeBron James is the point guard, or y'all saying that LeBron James is this playmaker and all this other stuff.
Ball handler, sure.
Okay, great. So if LeBron is doing that, how is D'Angelo Russell doing it too?
Who do you want doing it more? That's the question.
D'Angelo Russell. I want LeBron James.
Can't hear you, Swiper. Can't hear you, Swiper.
I want LeBron James to go. I want LeBron James to run the floor a little bit more. I want to see LeBron James in more post-ups. I want to see LeBron James in more off-ball screens because he can set people up with 40 years old. He can do that. He can. That's what a 40-year-old could do, playing the post.
No, actually, 40-year-olds are retired. That's what they are. The 40-year-olds aren't doing that.
I don't get the point that you just brought up when you just said 40-year-olds doing it, then say 40-year-olds are retired. That don't make no sense.
But Jordan, I saw you. Go ahead. Keep going.
This 40-year-old in particular, he is their primary ball handler. He is their best.
And I think that's what hurts him because
he is their best passer.
Okay,
that isn't their problem. That is not their problem.
I think it is. Put LeBron James at point guard. Get rid of all these other point guards that y'all have on the team, and just get small forwards.
No, that's not. No, Jordan. I just got on mute for 3 minutes to let you yap. Still, the issue is you're bringing up. They don't have an offensive issue. They were still good offensively in the playoffs. No, they didn't. No, Jordan. Literally, I just want you to understand this, Jordan. Basically, from January on, do you realize the Lakers were like top 5 in offense the rest of the way? Jordan? Do you realize that their offense was fine? They're shooting. What do you mean? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They were like a top 5 offense. I know this. They were like a top 5 offense from January on. So the issue with what you're saying is it was their defense, Jordan. Their defense was the issue. They can't guard anything. D'Lo and Austin Reeves can't guard anything. That's why they lose to elite teams. They can beat mid teams. They can beat regular teams. That's it. But they have issues defending the ball.
To your claim, the Lakers finished 15 halfway through the season. The Lakers finished 15 in offense. Okay. So to your claim about this defensive thing, first of all, you're not going to get that many stops. You're not going to get that many stops. Like you thinking they is like you trying to magnify. Oh, they don't play defense. How many teams really just lock down like this and say, "I'm gonna lock you down"? You got the Pacers who score 124 points a game. You got them scoring 124. You got Boston scoring at a high clip. Right. You got.
What's that got to do with strapping up?
I'm saying the Lakers' offense isn't good enough.
Hey, Mars.
Minnesota shut the door.
I'm trying to wait for Run to get here.
Minnesota shut the door last season. They're one of the better defensive teams. The Celtics are one of the better defensive teams in the league. I mean, I could keep going. We're talking about great defensive teams. There are plenty of teams who lock down.
I'm not saying that the Lakers don't lock down. I'm saying the reason why they can't win a game is not because of defense. The reason why they can't win a game is because they are predictable. That's what the Lakers are. The Lakers are predictable.
Wait a minute. Hold on for a second. You can be predictable. Wait a minute. First and foremost, if I watch the Denver Nuggets, who's the ball going to?
It's not about who's the ball going to. It's that they can.
Who is the ball going to? If you look at the Denver Nuggets offense,
Edwards. No, obviously
Oh, I said
you
Denver.
said the Denver Nuggets. You said
The Denver Nuggets. Who is the ball going to? So
Obviously,
the ball is.
It's not predictable.
We're predicting that the ball is going to Joker, and with the
Okay,
ball
and what do you predict when Joker get the ball though? What do you predict?
I'm predicting something good's gonna happen when Joker gets
Why?
the ball.
Why?
That's what I'm predicting.
Why? Because he has so many options. Because he has so many options. That's why.
And so do the Lakers, and they use them.
Lakers do not. Their options is the Nuggets options are more defined than the Lakers options. That's the problem with the Lakers. The personnel that the Lakers are trying to play with. You got Michael Porter Jr. playing with Jokic.
That's a mismatch.
You don't have a Michael Porter Jr. on the Lakers, and you're trying to get it out of D'Lo. That's not him. That's what I'm saying.
But you want to turn D'Lo into the primary ball handler. How is that going to make their offense better?
Because
how is that going to make their offense more? How is that going to make their offense less predictable with D'Angelo Russell?
Because you can get different types of actions with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. That's why I think you can maximize AD better instead of expecting these guys just to win their matchups one-on-one. These guys with the Lakers cannot win their matchups one-on-one every night.
But that's not what the Lakers do. The Lakers are not a one-on-one.
Just to be clear, by the way, the Lakers has the sixth best offense in the NBA from the end of January all the way through April. By the way, just so we understand. So again, their offense was cooking, but their defense, chill. Would you like to guess where their defense was over the course of this stretch as well?
18th,
21st. Okay, they couldn't guard a soul. So again, their issue is,
and they arguably got the best defensive player in the league on their team.
Okay, swipe it.
It doesn't mean nothing. You know why? Because their personnel sucks. Their personnel sucks.
Their personnel sucks on offense too. Their personnel sucks on offense too. They living off a 40-year-old man.
What are you talking? How many shooters? Hold on, Jordan. Hold on, no, Jordan. Let me ask you a basic question. Let me ask you a very basic question. Let me ask you this: how many teams can say they have two of the 16 best offensive players in the league on it?
You said 2
to 18. Yes.
How many teams can say that they got two top 10 players in the game?
You talking about playoff teams?
No. How many teams overall?
How many teams in the NBA?
I don't want to talk about teams overall. Let's just talk about playoff teams. Okay.
So again,
how many playoff teams have two?
So just even more than so of the 16 playoff teams, how many can say they have 2 of the top 16 to 18 offensive players in the league on their team?
Do the Boston Celtics have 2 top? Do the Boston Celtics have 2?
Bucks. That's it. It's the Bucks.
The Bucks. So just the Bucks, and the Bucks had what? Mars? One of the best offenses in the league.
I believe so. I think.
Okay. So the issue is, Jordan, D'Lo was one of the best three-point shooters in the league. He had the best three-point shooting in Lakers history last year. Austin Reeves is one of the best shooters relative to his position in the league, especially in the playoffs. Then Rui Hachimura is a positive shooter. They had Gabe Vincent, who was injured.
Okay. How did Rui Hachimura play in the playoffs?
No. I'm saying, bro, we be dead in the middle of conversations and just.
How did Rui Hachimura play in the playoffs?
This conversation's been in the middle for 20 minutes. Like, if I ask to move on at any point, you're gonna be like, we're still in the middle of talking because no one's stopping talking. Like, I think the people are bored. I'm definitely bored. Ox has now left.
Let's move.
Ron has left. No one cares about the fucking Lakers. I mean,
I agree with you. Let's move on.
The guy was showing Dalton Connect love, and now we're talking about their offensive problems. Like, no one cares.
It's the plan,